song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, da-da-da. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, ba-da-da. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, da-da-da. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. It's the pre-show song, yes it is. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, ba-da-da. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, da-da-da. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, ba-da-da. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, da-da-da. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, da-da-da. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the show. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is the pre-show song, it's the pre-show song. This is Greek got banned? Did Greek really get banned? Did Greek really get a band? I don't think he did. I don't think 24-hour ban. Oh, okay. Boy.
Fly.
Oh boy. Oh God. What are we gonna do tonight, boys? Hey boys, hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy Booger tonight, Clam. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy Graham. Hey everybody, what's up? It's me, your boy Graham. I got so many feet. I got so many feet and so many teeth. I got so many feet and so many teeth. I got more feet and teeth than I can ever count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50. I got more feet and teeth. I got more teeth than I've ever counted. Got more teeth than I can ever count. Yeah, count all my feet, count all my teeth, count them all. I got teeth, got feet, got meat, got teeth, got meat, got lots of feet and teeth and meat. I got meat, got feet, got teeth, I got teeth. Yeah, woo. I got lots of feet, I got lots of teeth, I got lots of meat, and I'm gonna repeat over and over again, cause I want you to know I got lots of teeth and feet, da-da-da-da. I got more teeth than I could ever count, I got more feet than I could ever count. I got 27 teeth, I got 97 feet, I got 1,000,000 miles of feet. Do-do-do. Sammy's looking furry, everybody. I need to get Samuel trimmed. Everybody. Look at him. Look, everybody. Samuel's... Hello from a nerd girl in Vermont. Hello, nerd girl in Vermont. Little Sammy sleeping on his daddy. Little Sammy sleeping on his dad. Little Sammy sleeping on his daddy. Sammy sleeping, Sammy on his dad. Little Sammy is asleep on his daddy. Little Sammy is asleep on his dad. Little Sammy is sleeping on his daddy. And it makes his daddy glad. Oh, he's sleeping on his daddy. He's sleeping on his dad. He's sleeping on his daddy, and he's sleeping on his dad. He's sleeping on his daddy, and he's sleeping on his dad. And if I move, then he gets mad. Do-do-do-do. Little Sammy, time to wake up. Little Sammy, time to wake up. Time to wake up. Little Sammy, time to wake up. Sammy? Hi. Do you think I could have a kiss and then I'll put you back down where you can go to sleep and I'll leave you alone? But I'll need one kiss. Oh, that's just one kiss. Okay, let's go down here. Let's go down here. Good boy. Now you stay down there and you sleep there, okay? You sleep right there. And then when we're done working, we're gonna go watch Westworld. Okay? In a little while, Chad will take you for a walk. But not right now. Lay down for now, okay? Good boy. Good boy. We got some magic cards to open. Everybody. We got magic cards to open today. A magic cards to open today. We got magic cards to open today. We're gonna play magic with you.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
Hey, everybody. What's up? Hey, everybody. What's up? How are you guys doing? I'm having a magical weekend. I hope you guys are too. Now, I'm not... Normally, whenever I do these unboxings for Magic, I open all of my Dominaria at once. Not tonight. I'm going to open it throughout the week because I want to get into some God of War tonight. I want to play some God of War later. So, just so you guys know, I'm going to wait till there's a few more people in here. So, I got a bunch of questions in chat. I'm checking out the questions in chat that we're getting. By the way, don't forget, you can always hit donate or subscribe or something like that. Netta88 made a donation and forgot to include a message. So I'm going to try to guess what Netta's message would have been because they did not include a message. So here's what I think Netta's message would have been.
I know where you live. I know exactly where you live. I'm going to visit tonight while you're sleeping. And I'm going to pee in your mailbox.
Netta, thank you for the... Netta88, thanks for the $10. Please don't pee in my mailbox. That's weird. Oddly enough, I've been gaining weight as you lose weight. I was 175, now over 240. Any words of wisdom? Eat less, move more. Get therapy. Eat less, move more, get therapy. Eat less, move more, get therapy. That's the only way to fix it, man. You got to eat less, you got to move more, and you got to get therapy. Find out why you're doing that to yourself. Figure out why you're doing that to yourself, man. And take good care of yourself, my friend. Take good care of yourself. God, I wrote a song about why you got to take good care of yourself, okay? Everybody, here's a song I just wrote, and I'm not making this up as I go. I wrote this song when I was 8. God of War, we'll do that after we crack some packs. Right now, we're just chilling, waiting for people to get in. So before we get into it, let me go ahead and say, let me go ahead and sing the song. I wrote the song 22 years ago, and it's about why you should take better care of yourself, okay? And please keep in mind that this is a very old song. I wrote it 22 years ago. What does the diamond next to my name mean? It's related to the number of bits you've donated. I believe. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for all the donations, all the bits, all the follows, all those. Look at this. Jerzabel, 100 bits. Look at this. All these bits coming in. Nintendo Geek, thanks for the bits. Raider, thanks for the 100 bits. Good luck with that, by the way, the weight stuff. He's lost stuff. Here's a song that I wrote 22 years ago about taking better care of yourself. Engineered, by the way, donated $5. Forgot to include his message. So I'm going to guess as to what I think Engineered's message was. And I'm fairly certain. I think I know what it is.
Hey, Boogie, who would win in a fight? The American Indians or the original settlers? Ha ha, we already know, fuck Indians.
Hey, that's racist. I think that's tribalist at the very least. Why are you so racist? I don't like racist messages, Engineered. Thanks for the $3, by the way. So anyway, here's the song I wrote all those years ago about why you should take better care of yourself. I wrote the song 22 years ago to the day, okay? And it goes like this. You've got to watch your weight. You've got to watch your weight. You've got to watch your weight. Donald Trump will be president. You got to watch your weight. You got to watch your weight. You got to watch your weight. Invest in Bitcoin too. You got to watch your weight. You got to watch your weight. You got to watch your weight. Steve Jobs will neglect his cancer. You got to watch your weight. You've got to watch your weight. You gotta watch your weight. We'll have a black president soon. Gotta watch your weight. You gotta watch your weight. You gotta watch your weight. Donald Trump will ruin the world. You gotta watch your weight. You gotta watch your weight. YouTube will suppress everyone. And yeah, I wrote that 22 years ago. So weird. Weird. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how I knew any of that stuff. But I was 22, so yeah. Am I a Hogs fan? Not really. I don't get into sports too much. I don't really care about sports so much. I don't even really like esports.
Hey, look a money. Happy birthday.
Oh, it's not my birthday. It was my friend's birthday. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. It feels like my birthday every day because I'm opening magic packs. Let's crack some packs. Let's crack some packs. Everybody, let's crack those packs. Let's crack those packs. Let's crack some packs. Let's crack those packs. Let's crack them packs. Let's crack them packs. Buck, let's play. 33 months of support, by the way. 33 months. If you guys don't know, that's equivalent of 11 years. He's been subscribed for 11 years. Raider, thank you for the 100 bits, by the way. That made my day, Boogie. Thank you, Raider. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So here's what I have to open tonight. We're going to open a box and a half of Dominaria, and that's going to leave us 3 boxes for later in the week. But we're at least going to finish this box. And then we'll get into, I hate only using one monitor. I hate only using one monitor. But then we'll get into some God of War in a little bit too. So here we go. What do we have left? So why is this box already open? Because me and my friends drafted over the weekend. And by the way, I went ahead and posted something over there on my YouTube channel of me and my friends playing Magic all weekend and having fun. I hope you guys enjoy that kind of vloggy thing. There's no drama in my vlogs. I don't really do the drama thing or anything like that. You know, it just kind of bores me. I don't really, you'll never believe what happened today to my grandma. I don't know your grandma, bud. I don't want to watch that. I just want to watch you live your life. Yeah, oh my God, I almost got tickled by a vampire. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Oh my God, the Uber driver nearly kissed me. No, I don't care about that. I just want to watch you live your life, man. It drives me crazy. Thordy Undead, thanks for the 100 bits. Raider, thanks for the 100 bits. Buck, thanks for 33 months of support, by the way. Gray Fox, thank you for all your bits. Thank you for all your donations. Thanks for all your love. How'd you do it, your pre-release? I did 3-1. I lost to a guy who played 2 Lyra, whatever the hell the Baneslayer Angel variant is.
Hey,
oh.
Been watching you since 2010. You've been an amazing influence in my life, and I can't thank you enough. My name's Bryce Hutchinson, and I play with the New York Mets and still a huge fan. Much love.
Hey, Bryce Hutchinson, that's awesome. You play with the Mets? That's amazing, man. Holy moly. That's awesome, man. Is that really you?
Welcome to the sub club.
That's amazing. Is that really you, Bryce? I'm gonna find your Twitter and see if you follow me on there. And if you do, I'm gonna believe it's completely you. Let's see. Okay, it's Bryce Hutchinson. Does not follow me on Twitter, so therefore I'm not entirely sure that's you. But if that's you, man, that is awesome, Bryce Hutchinson. I don't follow a lot of the old feet balls. I don't follow the old baseball. I don't follow the video games. I will tell you, I have a story for you guys. Let me tell you a story. Okay. I have a story for you guys. So, speaking of baseball, the Boston Red Sox. You remember the year the Boston Red Sox won the big thing? Whatever it's called, the Vampires. Boston Red Sox won the Vampire Award. Whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, Boston Red Sox. There was a guy who later went into video games by the name of Curt Schilling. You guys familiar with Curt Schilling? I don't know if you guys know this guy. But anyway, Curt Schilling was the guy who pitched them that year to the World Series, and they won the pennant and the Super Bowl, whatever it is they win.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
So Done? What are you done with? Did you finish? You whacking it? Oh, he followed me? Hey, Bryce, it's really you. That's awesome, man. He followed me. Awesome, man. Well, now you can unfollow me now that I know it's really you. That's awesome, man. It's nice to see professional sports players, people like that, all different walks of life follow me. That's awesome. So anyway, Curt Schilling. You're going to like this story, Bryce, I think. But anyway, Curt Schilling, before he got into video games, he played EverQuest 2 with me. So we played EverQuest 2 together. Me and Curt Schilling, we're in the same guild. And Curt doesn't really know me at all. And I don't really know Curt at all. So we never really talked. We just happened to be in the same guild. And every once in a while, Curt would be like, hey guys, I gotta go work. And I'd be like, what do you do for work? Why do you work so much? And he's like, oh, I gotta go throw a ball around. I'm like, that's not a real job. That's not a real job. Just stay here and play EverQuest. That's a game. What are you doing? And I didn't really know anything about sports, and it's not like we knew that he was going to win. I didn't know that he was going to win the World Series. And I didn't realize that he was the pitcher for the World Series. I had no clue of any of this. And so I would just constantly make fun of the pitcher, Curt Schilling, because he's leaving EverQuest to go play baseball. And I'm like, man, fuck off with this baseball shit. And then he would go and pitch in front of 10 million people watching worldwide. And then he would come back later that night and log in. He pitched for is he with Philadelphia Phillies now? Well, he was with Boston Red Sox that year. So anyway, long story short, I would make fun of him all the time for playing baseball because I didn't know who the fuck he is. So this is during that season. We are raiding in EverQuest 2. And I'm not raiding that night, but I'm listening on Ventrilo Chat. And Curt is leading the raid, but he's got like a second raid leader with him. And he says to the guys, hey guys, I gotta go. I got work early in the morning. But I want you guys to do everything you can do. I want you guys to beat this tonight. Let's be hardcore about it. Keep going till you get it. I believe in you guys. You guys can do it.
Welcome to the sub club.
Okay. And he logs off to go to bed so he can work in the morning. Okay. And so somebody in the chat, it's a teenager. The teenager says, "Oh, what happened to being hardcore, Curt? I thought you were gonna stick around. It's not real hardcore if you gotta go to bed so you can play baseball in the morning." And this guy is pitching in the World fucking Series right now. He's got shit to do. He's got actual shit to do. But this little 15-year-old kid's like, so much for being hardcore then, eh, Curt? Okay. So Curt Schilling destroyed that kid in a way you would never fucking believe. He says, son, I know you're still a teenager. And I know you don't understand the concept of responsibility yet. But I have a responsibility to my coach, to my team, to all my fans who watch. And one day, you'll be flipping burgers at McDonald's, maybe Wendy's, maybe Burger King, and you'll have to show up at a certain time and stay till a certain time, and you'll know what responsibility's like, okay? And you'll understand why I had to go today. But in the meantime, good luck on the raid. And then he logs out. And then he goes and pitches them to the motherfucking World Series. And I'm just like, holy shit, Curt Schilling is savage, right? And so that season's over, and then we get Curt back, and he's just playing EverQuest every night. And it was just, I didn't give a shit who he was. And every once in a while, one of my friends would be like, he's in our guild. And I'm like, who? And they're like, Curt Schilling. Who the fuck is that? He's the pitcher for the fucking Red Sox. Or who's the Red Sox? Why would I know any of this? I log into EverQuest to get away from that. I don't know. I don't care. He was a great pitcher. Yeah, he was a really cool guy, too. He was really fun. I only ever interacted with him a handful of times. But he was a cool guy. I didn't really like EverQuest 2. So, but Bryce Hutch, by the way, thanks for the love. Really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the story, Bryce. Really appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. I know a guy. Thanks for the 500 bits. Stinky Drool Face, thanks for 4 months of support. Appreciate you. Pokem Pal, welcome to the sub club. Lopez, thanks for the 1,000 bits. It's $10 worth of bits. I appreciate it. T2 the Great, welcome to the sub club. B Hutch, thanks for the $6, by the way. Lopez, another $1,000 bits. Holy shizen. The TY, welcome to the sub club. Appreciate you guys. I'm only using one monitor right now because I have the other monitor set up for TV, so that I can watch God of War or play God of War on it a little bit. So if I miss your donations, Stinky Drool Face, thanks for 4 months. Cause Bricks, thanks for 7 months of support. J.O. Ass Neil, welcome to the sub club. Dark Link, thanks for the bits. Pillow Now, thanks for 19 months of support. All right, we got 1,000 people in here. Let's open up some Dominaria. Let's dominate Dominaria. So let's talk about this set a little bit. Now, I had an opportunity to draft it this weekend, and I had an opportunity to play Sealed. It's a very good draft format. It's an even a good Sealed format. I think it's going to make a big impact on Standard and a lot of other formats. I don't see it making a huge impact on Modern or Legacy, I don't think, but I see it making an impact on Modern, Commander.
Get laid, y'all.
There's Kjo's donation. Kjo just donated $3, and as usual, Kjo forgot his donation message, so I'll have to read his mind to see what it is, and let's see what Kjo's donation message is tonight.
Hey, Boogie. It's me, Kjo. Here's $3 more. I just paid for that pack you're opening. I hope you get something cool out of it, like a Blue Eyes White Dragon or Pikachu. All right, I love you. It's me, Kjo.
Well, thank you, Kjo, for your support and love. So I would say if you've thought about getting back into Magic, Dominaria is a really good place to start. It's a really good place to start. So what's interesting about Dominaria, we're going to go from back to front, and we're going to ignore the commons. For those of you who've never seen a Magic the Gathering pack before, let me show you the anatomy of a pack, what you'll tend to get in a pack. Here, I'll put these back in to start. You're going to end up with 10 commons. Deep Freeze, Fervent Strike, Serra Disciple, Corrosive Ooze, Jousting Lance, Run Amok, Blink of an Eye. This is one of my favorite arts in the game. Look at this art. Look at those eyes blinking. Ugh. Hey, Video Game Diva, thanks for the 500 bits, by the way. Death Bloom Thelin, Blood Tallow Candle. Now we get into the uncommons. And normally you would have 3 uncommons before the rare, but right now you only get 2 because there's another uncommon in the back all the time. So there's our first uncommon. On Sarah's Ring is our second uncommon. Here's our rare. You can tell the rare by the gold symbol here. There's a silver one on the uncommons and a white one on the commons. But this one's a rare. This is a Yawgmoth's Vile Offering legendary sorcery. Now what it does is put up to 1 target creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker, and exile this. Now that's really good for 5 mana. The downside is you can only cast this if you control a legendary creature or a planeswalker. So might be playable in Constructed, not very good in Limited. But might probably playable in Constructed. If you do like a Super Friends or Legendary style deck, you're really going to get there. Oh, we got a foil. Now this is a foil uncommon. This is Grun the Lonely King, and that's a nice foil to get. He's a 6 cast cost 5/5. He's got an ability called Kicker. So whenever you play this guy, you can spend extra mana to get extra effects. And that's how it works for Kicker. 6 mana for a 5/5. He's a legendary creature, Ape Warrior. Kicker of 3. Now, if you kick him, he comes into play with 5 counters. So if you spend 6, 7, 8, 9 mana on him, you get a 10/10. This is where this guy gets crazy, though. Whenever he attacks alone, double its power and toughness till the end of turn. So it can be a 10/10 by itself. If you kicked it, it's a 20/20 if he attacks alone. And that's a cool foil to get. And then our third uncommon in the back. The reason the uncommon is in the back is because there's a bunch of uncommon legendaries in this set. You're guaranteed a legend in every set. You're guaranteed to get a legendary creature in every pack right now. That's kind of our legendary card, I should say, because I think there's also vehicles and other stuff that could appear in this slot. So far, and I thought you were able to get double rares out of this set, out of a pack. I don't think you can. I think it's always an uncommon, the legend you get in the back. And then you'll also get a basic land and a token most of the time. So what we're going to do today, we're going to go straight to the uncommons and rares, and we're going to ignore everything else. Because here's the thing, when you open a whole mess load of cards like I do, you get all the commons you'll ever need. And most of the time, you don't even really need to look at the uncommons. Boy, so many donations tonight. Holy moly. Septrix, thanks for the 500 bits, by the way.
Paid to get laid,
Bear,
y'all.
thanks for this $3 coming in.
Attended a Dominaria two-headed giant pre-release with
Oh,
my
that's awesome, my
8-year-old
friend.
daughter today.
Yay,
What a
I love.
blast. May have only gone 1 to 3, but it was a huge parenting win.
As I've gotten older, Bear, let me tell you, I went to my pre-release Friday night, and I ended up going 3-1. And I really like winning, but winning is so
Welcome to the
less
Sub Club.
important to me than it's ever been. And I think that's a really good parenting win. Not only you taught your 8-year-old daughter how to play the game, not only you're getting her socializing and into nerdy stuff, you're teaching her how to lose gracefully,
paid
how
to
to
get
win
laid, y'all.
gracefully. That's some amazing
I've been
lessons.
watching Frank Lepore's stream tonight, and it is in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Oh, I don't
and
know
mentioned
Frank
to the
Lepore.
store owner that he is with that. I was a big fan of yours, and he said he knew you personally, but really didn't go into
Oh,
detail.
nice.
His name is Brian.
Oh, I know Brian. Yay. Oh, that's awesome, man. Matthew, that's crazy. I don't really know Frank Lepore. I don't know Frank Lepore, I guess, off the top of my head.
Gotta
I'm
get
sure
paid to get
I know
laid,
of
y'all.
him.
Loved my pre-release, went 3-0 for the first time at midnight and got 8 packs.
Wow,
back.
very
that
nice.
That white avatar is a beast, won me most of my games.
Yep, I have it in my MTGO sealed pool. I have 2 copies of it in my MTGO sealed pool. It's crazy. Such a good card. Thanks for the $3, by the way. FMT, thanks for the 126 bits. ZF, welcome to the Sub Club, ZF1. Retroactive, welcome to the Sub Club. Video Game Demon, thanks again for the $500, and I'm so glad my community continues to be kind to you. Ryan Smith, welcome to the Sub Club. Chronic Breed, thanks for 4 months of support. Travant, thanks for 3 months of support. Love the vlog, keep them coming. I sure will. I will tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to level with you guys real quick. If anybody who officially works for Wizards of the Coast is watching, by the way, no hard feelings here, okay? So anyway, I have been trying, as you guys know, a couple years back, I worked directly with Wizards of the Coast. They helped me do a local charity tournament. We raised $10,000 total dollars for St. Jude's Hospital. I donated the proceeds for the video, the $5,000 they paid me, and I paid about $5,000 out of my pocket. I matched the money, so it ended up being about 10 grand to St. Jude's. It was an awesome experience. I loved working with Wizards of the Coast. It was amazing. They've also sent me product, rarely, occasionally. But recently, when the Magic the Gathering Arena thing launched, they didn't even want me to have a code. They didn't want me associated with their game for some reason. I couldn't figure it out. I only have one contact at the company, and after
get paid to get laid, y'all.
pestering the contact of that company, I finally got an answer.
Stream when you have free time, it'd mean a lot to me just that you'd watch it.
Oh! Hey, dramatic pause. I will watch it off stream. I don't even have second month. $100. Jesus Christ, man. What are you throwing $100 at me? Was that on purpose? 60 voice impressions? Hey, I'll one up you. I'll even share that in stream. I'm gonna even share that in stream, man. You donated $100. I normally don't do that, but since you didn't ask for it, I'm gonna share it anyway.
Cow here. I just paid for the next pack you open. I hope you get Exodia or 5-headed dragon lol. Do you think that a booster box is worth it of the new set? Much love, my man.
Okay, so if you plan to buy Dominaria, I think you should check out that video, guys. Thank you, guys. Since he didn't ask to promote it, I'm glad to promote it. Since he didn't ask, I'm glad to promote it. I won't always promote it, but I'm glad I did. So buying a box of Dominaria is a very good decision. And I think it's a good decision, but don't let them artificially raise the price for you. Don't pay more than $99 a box. And if you do decide to buy some, I still think you're better off buying singles. And it depends on what you want to do with your box. Do you want to do this box? Do you want to draft this box with your friends? Do you want to play sealed with your friends? Do you want to buy it for fun? Or are you trying to buy it to make a profit? If you're trying to buy it to make a profit, you won't. They're going to print this set for the next 2 years. You won't make money opening this product. You're better off buying singles if you're trying to get money. They're trying to save money or whatever. But if you're using it to draft, if you're using it to have fun, then it's well worth it, by the way. So, man, I appreciate the donation. Thank you very much, and thanks for the love. Thanks for that $100, by the way. You just paid for a box that we're opening. Charging Spirit Cow, thanks for the $3 as well. Raider, thanks for the 100 bits. So, yeah, anyway, so I'm like, hey, Wizards of the Coast is doing this big streaming event on April 25th, and I asked my contact at Wizards of the Coast, can I be part of that streaming event? Let me stream for you. I have 5 million views on Twitch. I have 400,000 followers on Twitch. I get 1,000, 2,000 people watching. I have 1,500. I will put something on YouTube as well. Let me participate. Let me help promote Arena. I love Arena. It's a great product. I love Magic. It's a great product. Let me participate. I will do it for free. And they told me no. They don't want the game associated with me. And the reason they don't want the game associated with me is because with that whole unsleeved media thing, I came across as advocating Jeremy, I guess is what they said. I came across as advocating Jeremy, and I never meant to advocate Jeremy. I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't even like talking about Jeremy. I don't like talking about unsleeved media. I don't care about any of that shit. It's in the past. I want it to stay in the past. Fuck it. Okay? So, I'm going to continue to promote the game. I love the game. I'm going to continue to promote the game. I don't care if Wizards of the Coast wants to pay me to do it. I don't care if Wizards of the Coast doesn't want me to do it or doesn't want to pay me to do it. I don't care I don't care. I love the game. I love the product. I love the camaraderie. I love the people that make it. I highly recommend it. And to be honest with you, that to me is not even a bad thing. I think it teaches you a lesson that I love this game so much that even though that hurt my feelings, even though that made me feel like crap, I still promote the game because I care about the game. And I think that's important. So, I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that for a second. But anybody at Wizards of the Coast is watching, no hard feelings. I'm just going to continue to push the game because it's a good game, you know? And I'll continue to push Arena because Arena's a good game. So, here we go. Let's get back into packs. No more drama. Let's fuck the drama. Oh, I even hate that that's reality, but that's reality. All right, pack number 2. We're going straight to the back now.
To the sub club.
There's our token. Look at that sapling token. Sapling tokens always seem kind of sexual to me. Damon Darnell, welcome to the sub club, by the way. That's kind of like a snail with a bunch of penises on its head. That's what I get from one.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
Here is
missing
our
out
swamp.
on Dominaria because I don't have a local gaming shop and my friends don't play Magic. Rural Maine sucks for entertainment.
It does.
Was invited to the alpha/beta of the new Magic Arena, but it only made me play Witchwood more frown.
I know. Yeah, the economy on Arena is not great right now. They're really, hopefully, they're going to add drafts soon, and hopefully they're going to let us buy drafts, I hope. Arena still needs some work, but for a beta, it's very promising. Hearthstone wasn't great in beta either. It was still really good. And Hearthstone's amazing. So here's Multani Yavamaya's avatar. Love this guy. 6 mana for 0/0, but he has Reach and Trample, but he also gets a +1/+1 for each land you control, each land card in your graveyard. So he's giant.
If I buy the box, it will be for fun and will most likely draft it with friends. BTW. I opened a Wasteland Expedition back in the day and still have it.
Nice.
I want to give it to you as I don't really use it. Much love again, Boog.
I don't own a Wasteland Expedition. I would love to have it. And I do have a P.O. box, but I would rather you sold that at a fair price, got 80-90% of what it was worth, traded it to a friend, and used that to buy your box of Dominaria. I would love to have that, but that's worth $100-some or something. That'll buy you a box of Dominaria. I think you're better off using it to recycle it, sell it to your local gaming store, trade it into your local gaming store. I would love to have it. But that said, I'm not so greedy that I wouldn't rather you have something nice for yourself. I can do, if I wanted one bad enough, I could go buy one tomorrow. So just know, I would rather you got value out of it, man. I appreciate that. That's so nice of you, though. Multani, so anyway, power and toughness equal to the number of fucking lands in your graveyard and in play. So he's going to be at 8/8, 10/10, 9. On top of that, though, a green and 1, return 2 lands you control to the owner's hand, and you can return this from your graveyard to your hand. So if you mill this guy, you can get him back. He's insane. I really like this guy. I mean, he's not like busted. You know, he's not going to see Modern or Legacy play, but he's good. And a Lance, thanks for the $3, man. And then here's our uncommon. Since that was our rare, we should have 3 uncommons in here. Yeah.
Gotta get paid.
Let me show you this new card that
I'm literally crying right now, Boogie. Words can't describe how much you've helped me, especially over the past few years with just putting out your YouTube videos. Less than 3. Never stop what you're doing. We love you too much.
Number 1, stop with the $100 donations. You're making me feel bad. I appreciate you just paid for my case of magic cards, man. I appreciate that, but stop with that.
Gotta get paid to get laid,
Number
y'all.
2, thank you. I will watch the video as soon as I'm done here, and thank you. I hope it seems like you're talented based on that video, at least the title. I look forward to seeing what you've got to do, man. Thanks for the $100. It's crazy. You guys are donating so much we can't even open cards. I appreciate it though. Salrat, thanks for the 100 bits, by the way. Damon Darnell, welcome to the sub club. Glad to have you.
Welcome to the sub club.
Epo King, welcome to the sub club. Glad to have you. Holy moly. Demetrius, welcome to the sub club as well. Septix, thanks for the 500 bits. I appreciate you. Zia, holy moly. Thank you, Dramatic Pause. I appreciate it so much, man. N.A. Lance forgot his message, and as usual, we'll have to supply a message for him. And I think it is his message is probably,
Hey, Boogie, what's this Dramatic Pause guy do for a living? I ain't got $200 to give a fucking streamer. He better be rich or something, goddamn.
And Flackahawk forgot his donation message, and I think his donation message was,
Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. My bitch do cocaine.
Probably not my best moment. All right, well, there's our first mythic out of this box. Since we used half of this box to draft with, I might have already pulled another mythic, but we'll see. Here is...
Welcome to the sub club.
Our basic land. Rogue 1337, or welcome to the sub club. Glad to have you. Here's our uncommon legend. Urgaros, the Empty One. Not very good. 6 cast cost 4/3. This is a limited bomb, though. You're not going to play this anywhere outside of limited, I think. But there's our rare. So these guys are interesting. Number 1, we got goblins again, and a good number of goblins. And this guy's really interesting for mono red. Red, and 3/3. Red for a 3/3 first strike. God, I wished it was haste. But I'll take first strike. When this enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. So he kills tokens. That's probably his best use. There's like a modern goblin deck, and there probably will be very soon with the reprints out of the set. He'll be able to blow out tokens. That's probably the best use of him. He'll probably live on sideboards. But red for a 3/3 first strike is good. Really wish it had had haste, or really wish this was a repeatable effect. But he's fair. And then our last 2 uncommons are Sanctum Spirit and Spore Swarm. Spore Swarm is a really good limited bomb. Really like it. Look at those 3 little saplings getting ready to attack that knight. Oh, man. The art in this set, by the way. So, I'm a big fan of old school Magic art. I liked it when it was weird. I liked it when they did unusual stuff. But look at this knight. Or look at this soldier token. Look at her shield. Her shield is made with stained glass. I like fantasy stuff like that. Obviously, you can't have a stained glass shield, right? But if it was magically imbued, you could. So stained glass armor is a cool concept. I like it when you think out of the box and do cool stuff like that. I like it when you do cool stuff like that. There's a planes. Here is... So this card is going in my cube, and I think she's going to make a half-decent commander. Or she'll show up in commander decks. 5 mana for a 3/3. When a land enters the battlefield under your control, gain 1 life and draw a card. So you don't have to play that land. You can get it into play from any means.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
And
hey, Boogie, glad to see
cool.
you doing good still.
She's all right.
Watching you open magic packs makes me want to get back into it.
Yay.
I haven't played since Eldritch Moon. Keep taking care of yourself, Boogie, and hope you pull some good rares.
Dominaria is the best set since the original Innistrad, in my opinion, or maybe it's right up there with the classic best sets. Innistrad, Cons. I mean, shit, it's better than Ice Age for sure. But I mean, it's really, really up there in some of the best sets they've ever created. I really enjoy everything about this set. It feels like a sequel to Legends. It's like if they made Legends, but the Legends didn't suck shit. That's what this set feels like. It's really good. Here's our rare. And this guy feels like a leftover from Ixalan, but there were dinosaurs in Dominaria, so it makes sense. This is a Territorial Allosaurus. 4 cast to cost 5/5, which is enough to get some play in casual and standard. He also has Kicker of 3, green and 2, and when he enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it fights another target creature. So I like that guy a lot.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
Quite a lot. Holy moly.
The Goblin Chain Whirler is going to be nuts in mono red with Soul Scar Mage combo. 4 mana to knock down all creatures your enemy controls.
Oh, interesting.
Can't wait, love mono red.
I do love mono red. Gaming Center, by the way, Gaming Center X, welcome to the sub club. Hero Slayer, thanks for the $3. Big Daddy Dave, thanks for the $5. And then we should have 2 more uncommons. Skizix got reprinted. He's okay. And Juggernaut got reprinted. That's pretty cool. Another thing they did right with this set is they brought back a lot of memorable reprints. Not ones that were going to break standard. Well, this one does. There's a common out of the set. Llanowar Elves is back. They just got done talking about how they don't like one-drop mana accelerators. Then they printed one of the best ones he ever made. Llanowar Elves is back. It's in standard for 2 more years. Holy shit. He's no Bird of Paradise, but, I mean, some of the reprints in this set are just insane. And I know they did it for nostalgia. They did it so that you could come back and say, hey, Llanowar Elves, Icy Manipulator, I remember these cards. These cards are great. Sarah Angel, holy moly. I remember playing with this card when I was a kid. But I think that should be a big part of Magic. You know, as a player for 25 years, there's some cards I get sick of seeing. I get it. Lightning Bolt is too powerful. It warps formats. I get that. But I do like seeing variations of older cards, but I also like seeing older cards getting to play with them again. And especially when it's a card that's as harmless as Shivan Dragon, Sarah Angel, Shock even, maybe Incinerate. Well, I guess Incinerate because they don't do regeneration anymore. But, you know, the cards that have a memory connected to them, that feel good, that don't warp a format, those are the cards I like to see back. And you get to play with them unlimited, and it feels good. All right, so here is a new version of Squee. Red, and 1 for a 2/1. Not great, but if you're looking for something to play cheaply, you can. He's holding Squee's toy in his hand, too, by the way. I love that. You may cast Squee, the Immortal, from your graveyard or from exile. So it doesn't matter where he is. You can't play him from the library. I wish you could play him from the library. But you can play him from your hand or your graveyard or from exile. He's immortal. I don't remember why Squee is immortal, but he's immortal. He lives forever. And he's got his little toy. That one's nice. That one's really nice. And then, let's see. I guess he counts as our legend, so we got 3 uncommons. Wizard's Lightning. I want to talk about these uncommons. Here's 3. This is what's insane about Dominaria. This is why it's such a good Magic set. The uncommons are as good as some rares in other sets. The uncommons are as good as some rares in Ixalan and previous sets, Kaladesh, and so on and so forth. Like this guy, Merfolk Trickster. 2 cast to cost 2/2 flash. It's Merfolk, so it's a relevant creature type. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. It loses all abilities till end of turn. Okay. That could have easily been a rare. He's amazing. He's amazing. That's amazing. Wizard's Lightning. So this is kind of, in the right deck, a functional reprint of Lightning Bolt. 2 in red. This costs 2 less if you control a wizard.
Gotta get
and
paid
it deals
to get
3
laid,
damage,
y'all.
just like Lightning Bolt.
Still,
it's
Leaf Champion is going to make Mono Green so good in Modern.
Yes, it will.
I can't wait for Mono Green Coco when you hit 2 Still Leaf Champion against a Hate Bears deck.
Yeah. I mean, 5-color humans is pretty fucking amazing in Modern as it is right now, but I would play Mono Green with Still Leaf. I love Still Leaf. And then, again, this is kind of a throwback. These are good enough for Standard. I don't think they're good enough anywhere else, but white in 1 for a 2/2 first strike. It has hexproof from black, so it can't be targeted by your opponent's black cards. That's really weird. First time we've ever seen hexproof from. But this is a really smart way to get rid of protection because they don't like protection and people don't understand protection. Hexproof from black. Knight of Grace gets +1/+0 as long as any player controls a black permanent. This could have been a rare in previous sets, and it's uncommon here. And it's really good. That's another, man, this set feels like Magic again. And what's so crazy about it is if you watch my vlog from yesterday, I've got a bunch of friends who get together in Cube every week. And they've all bought Magic product of Dominaria for the first time in years. Because we play the game all the time, we don't buy the product because the product's not that good. Sometimes we buy master sets, sometimes we buy the commander decks, but we don't buy standard sets because standard sets aren't good. This standard set is good. Print better standard sets, we will buy more. But anyway, I'm done with the rant. I just wish Wizards of the Coast did a better job, but they already do a very good job. So I guess it's kind of asking for, looking a gift horse in the mouth. Halar the Fireflesh, 3 cast to cost 3/3 trample. This is kind of, she's a legendary, but she's not really good enough to be like a commander or anything. But 3 cast cost 3/3 is always good, and trample is built in. It's not bad either. When you cast a spell, if that spell is kicked, put a +1/+1 counter on this, and then she deals damage. You go to the number of counters on it to each opponent. So she could show up in some sort of kick-oriented commander deck, and she'll definitely get played in limited. Don't see her in standard unless the next core set, the next set has a bunch of kicker cards, because there's not that many good kicker cards, but there's plenty of good kicker cards in red and green, so you definitely play her in limited quite a bit. Ooh, another mythic. This guy's insane. This guy's fucking nuts. So this just screams commander. 3 black, green, blue for a 6/6. So 6 for a 6/6. 6/6/6/6. Legendary creature, elemental avatar. During each of your turns, you may play up to 1 permanent card of each permanent type from your graveyard. Now, you can't do sorceries, you can't do instants, but you can do enchantments, planeswalkers, creatures, lands, artifacts.
Y'all.
You could play 5 or 6 cards
I've been watching
out
you
of your
since 6th
graveyard
grade,
in a
and I
turn.
am a graduating senior in high school now.
Oh,
My
nice.
friends and I still talk about your videos, and we are all happy to see that you are making positive steps in your life.
Well,
Thanks
Nate,
for being
I'm glad
you.
to see you making positive steps in your life as well. Give your friends some love for me. Thank you, Nate. I really appreciate that. So ideally, you'll resolve this as your commander and then play some land out of your graveyard that you can then sacrifice to add a bunch of mana that you use to then play a creature out of your graveyard, and you can sacrifice that creature to add more mana to your pool, and then use that to play some crazy planeswalker or an artifact or enchantment, then untap and do it all over again, play 3 or 4 cheap spells or lands or stuff out of your graveyard. He's pretty cool. You know, I like this guy a lot. So I would build that as a commander deck. I really like it a lot. And then Sanctum Spirit, Champion of Flamers are 2 uncommons. Nothing too hot there. Opt has got reprinted as a common in here. There's another really good common I like out of the set too. This is Divest. So I always like hand destruction. Target player reveals their hand. You choose an artifact or creature card from it. That player discards that card. What's interesting about this, we've had Ostracize for a long time. You could always look at an opponent's hand to get rid of a single creature. But this also lets you get artifacts, and black can't deal with artifacts, so this is just
Welcome to the subclub.
way better than Ostracize, because it gets creatures as well. I think there's also one that gets an artifact and planeswalker, so that one's better, if you can choose a creature or planeswalker. But this one hits artifacts, so that's interesting. Hey man, welcome to the sub club. I missed some subs here. Wade in the water, welcome to the sub club. Pale Master, thanks for 2 months of support. Ryan, 15 months of support. As you guys know, that's 200 years of subscriptions. Rigel XV1, 500 bits, man. Thanks for the 500 bits. Tempest will always be my favorite set. It's a damn good set, my friend. Appreciate you, man. Holy moly. I can't look at chat tonight. I miss seeing chat. I need to set up my second monitor. I'm so sorry I can't see chat so well tonight. It's just because I need to be able to see the cards in that I'm revealing. Anyway, let's keep moving. I'm hoping to hit some money. There's some $40, $50 cards in this set right now. It's very possible to hit some money. Here's our island. Here's our uncommon legend, guaranteed legend. This guy's interesting. Forecast costs 2/2 with double strike. He's a human knight. Creatures you control with first strike have double strike. So if it has first strike, it now has double strike instead. So it's going to hit twice, which is interesting. Kind of build around me for limited, I think. Don't think you'll see him anywhere else, but decent limited. Here is, our rare. So Oath of Teferi. Teferi joins the Gatewatch in this set. I want to talk about Teferi and the way he looks in this set. Hopefully we'll open his Planeswalker as well. So Teferi was bald as a child. And then Teferi was bald as an adult. And now Teferi has hair after all these years. Now here's the thing. Teferi's a Planeswalker. So he can look however the hell he wants. He can be short, tall, skinny. As far as I can understand, they are still able to sculpt themselves and change the way they look. So I guess if he decided he wanted hair after growing up without hair as a kid, but all previous pieces of art, back in Mirage, back in Urza Saga, all previous versions of art, Teferi had no hair. Now, maybe he was shaving his head at 8, I don't know. But now he just kind of looks like a dad. Which is cool. I mean, I don't understand the change in art direction. But now he doesn't really look like a badass, bald, Samuel L. Jackson style planeswalker to me. this 2 giant beat sticks that he had in his Time Spiral card. Now he has just hair.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
I just am a guy.
Hey, Boog.
And
by all means, I want to give it to you, man, as a token of gratitude. I want you to brag to Jason about it, XD.
All right, Charge of Spirit. Well, there's my P.O. box. You send it, and I will definitely be glad to take it from you, man. Thank you. I'll try to find a way to help you out. That's a way of saying thanks, man. I appreciate you. If you want me to sign something for you, send a card out of my collection. I'll pull out and sign and send to you. Let me know if you want to do that. I'll be glad to pay you back. Seal Away. Here's a decent uncommon. White and 1 with flash. So you can play it at any time. When it enters the battlefield, exile target tapped creature an opponent controls until Seal Away leaves the battlefield. Here's the thing about Seal Away. It can only get tapped creatures, but most creatures tap to attack. Most creatures tap to use their abilities, and you can do it at any time. So, pretty interesting. This is enough to test in Cube, I think. It's reasonable to test in Cube. Another uncommon. This is just a limited bomb. It's not going to go anywhere else. Legendary Enchantment. Aura. 6 mana. You control Enchanted Permanent. Enchanted Permanent is legendary. It's interesting that you can turn it legendary. I wish there was just a blue enchantment that made Enchanted Creature legendary, period. That's all it did. Just made an Enchanted Creature legendary. Because you could use that against tokens to make your opponent sack all their tokens. But that wouldn't work with this card because you gain control of it as well. So you couldn't make a token copy. I don't know. Weird. But it's just a limited bomb. It's there to be a limited bomb, I think. I don't see that getting played anywhere else. Just control magic at 4 mana with no drawbacks. So, planes. I love these planes, man. Look at that plane. That's amazing. Here, this guy's nuts and limited. I don't know if he's good anywhere else, or she. Is this Ariel, Knight of Windgrace, 4 mana for a 4/4, white and black. Vigilance. So she can attack without tapping, and then you can use her tap abilities. She has 3 mana, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance. Or black, tap this, and X untapped knights you control to destroy target creature with power X or less. So you can tap her plus 3 knights to kill a 3/3 or a 3/2 or a 3/1 or something like that. Second ability you will use, I guess, rarely, and limited probably frequently. This first ability I think you'll use somewhat. I'm going to test her in my cube, because a 4/4 for 4 is good. She's a knight. A 4/4 for 4 with Vigilance is good. She creates tokens when you have too much mana and not enough cards. So, reasonable. She's a good token creator. And if you got black-white tokens supported in your cube, it's pretty... Here's a weird reprint. Gaia's Blessing. I don't know what this is supposed to do. But it's a green and 1. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into the library, draw a card. And if this is put into your graveyard from your library, shuffle your graveyard into your library. It's a cool reprint, and it does say people are going to recognize it because it was very played during the Tempest block. Whoever the guy said whose Tempest is my favorite set, you're probably going to remember this card. The new art's really cool. But I don't know what function this was supposed to serve in Standard. And I think it was already in Modern from Time Spiral, so I don't know why it was reprinted. My best guess is because it says Gaia's in the title, and they didn't want to do like Gaia's Liege or something, so they found a way to get a little nod to Gaia in here. And then I guess we have 2 more uncommons because that was our guaranteed legendary. Fungal Plots, 2 cast a cost enchantment, spend a green and 1, exile a creature card from your graveyard and make a Saproling, and you can sack 2 Saprolings to gain 2 life and draw a card. I feel like Saprolings might get played in Standard because of this card, because that card's insane. And then you also have this Memorial series. This one's not that great. I love the art, but comes into play tapped, adds black mana, and then for 2 and black, you can sacrifice it to return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I like that. The white one makes tokens for 3 mana. The blue one draws you 2 cards for 5 mana. So it's an interesting cycle. The red one is not good, I feel. Definitely not good and limited, but... Alright, here's a legendary rare, and I guess these are guaranteed legendary. Naban, Dean of Iteration. Blue and 1 for a 2/1. Wish he had flash or something. But a 2/1 for 2... wish he had flash or something. But if a wizard entering the battlefield under your control causes a triggered ability or a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Now that's a mouthful. Basically what it says, if you have another wizard and it enters the battlefield and does something, it'll do it again. Snapcaster is a wizard. So Snapcaster Mage triggers twice off of this. That alone is good enough. So that's why this guy doesn't have flash, because you could set up some stupidly good end of turns. That's why the guy doesn't have flash. Wish he did. Oh, we did get a foil this time. There's Gitu Lava Runner. He's not playable anywhere, even limited. I don't think he's even playable limited. There's our 3 uncommons, Diligent, Knight of Grace, and Wizard's Lightning. So, interesting uncommons. So, people have asked me, again, about buying a set of this, a box of this set. Is now a good time to get into Magic? Yeah, it's better than it's ever been. I think this is the best time it's been to get into Magic for years and years and years. This product is really, really solid. And if it's even close to what they're doing with the core set that's coming out in the fall, my God, it's the perfect time to get back in. This is a great way to celebrate 25 years of Magic. Here's another rare. Easily could have been a legendary, or a mythic, but they printed it at rare. Blue, white, blue, red, and white. I don't forget what that's supposed to be called. Which I don't know the 3-color titles. I don't know what they call the 3-color things, but I call it America. Blue, red, white, and 1 for a 4/3 flyer. But he allows you to pay 1 mana of each color to play a spell. So if you want to play something that costs 10, 12, 14, 20, 16, however much, you can pay only 5 mana for it as long as it's 1 of each color. And this guy is probably a decent commander for that reason. It allows you to play spells that cost way prohibitive costs for 5 mana. And just so you know, for those of you who play Hearthstone, everything is a spell in Magic. Not lands, but everything else is a spell. There's a Flame of Keld on Sarah's Wing and Lingering Phantasm. I will talk about these weird-looking cards, but I'm going to wait till we get to a good version, a good rare. We'll talk about them. Interesting set, man. Are you guys enjoying the unboxing? I'm going to check chat here for a sec. How you guys doing tonight, by the way? See, it looks like I missed more donations tonight. Jeez. Tealk000, thanks for the 200 bits. Fire Note, thanks for the 100 bits. You're awesome. Thank you. You're awesome as well. Thanks for 2 months of support. Charging Spirit Cow, by the way, thanks for the love, by the way. And if you really do send that Wasteland, I will go right in my cube. Ben Brode, yeah, Ben Brode left Hearthstone, which is a real shame. Boogie, do you play EDH? No, I don't like slower games. I like faster games. Play God of War? We will after we finish this box. Got diagnosed with schizophrenia today. Hey, that stinks, man. You'll be fine. You'll survive it, brother. I'm rooting for you. I'm closing the chat, so if you try to talk to me, just whisper to me. Oh, okay. LD Cool Girl, you're welcome. Oh, thank you. I'm ready for God of War very soon. This stream is too nerdy. It's never nerdy enough. Never nerdy enough. All right. Well, let's power through these last few packs. I love opening Magic cards. Jeez, it's the best thing in the world. Saproling token. Plains. Yargle, Glutton of Urborg. I love this dude. This is a legendary creature, Frog Spirit. With no abilities. He has no abilities. This is all just flavor text. But he's a 9/3 for 5 mana. What is going on? 5 mana for a 9/3. Now, he's weak on the butt, so he'll die super easy. But he can get blocked by almost anything. You find a way to sneak him in, you hit for 9 for 5 mana. That's pretty crazy. That guy's cool. Here's the thing. It's not a good card. It's not a great card. It's just cool. It's the first 9/3 they ever printed in the game as well. He's just cool. There's nothing, it doesn't really get you excited. Here's the black-white legendary. This art is insane. Look at these 6 dragons leaping out of the, I guess, presumably a graveyard of some sort. But 7 mana, black and white. Return all legendary permanent cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you could easily get those dragons if you have those dragons in your graveyard. Again, the prohibitive part of this is you may cast a legendary sorcery only if you control a legendary creature or planeswalker.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
That's kind of tough, but
so
if you build your deck right, you can do it. So when I was telling Brian that you said hi from your stream after donating, I won their last giveaway for a free pre-release pack. Yay!
I had a great pre-release today. My promo pack had 2 tros and I pulled Karn and the Saga that searches up artifacts. 320.
Nice, man. Holy moly. Matthew, I'm glad, brother. That is awesome, man. There's Knight of Malice. That's the black version of the white card we saw earlier. 2 cast cost 2/2. First strike hexproof from white. +1/+0 as long as the player controls a white permanent. What's cool about that is you can play with both the black guy and the white guy, and they'll pump each other. So you got 2 cast cost 3 2s. That's good enough for standard. The Memorial of Unity is the one that Tasker Green. Comes into play tapped, but you can spend 3 and sacrifice it to look at the top 5 cards of your library, reveal a creature card from among them, and put it in your hand. He's pretty good. And this card's not very good. I don't know what it's supposed to do. Well, Matthew, that's awesome, man. When you say Brian, are we talking Clarion Community College Brian? Which Brian are we talking about? So if it's the right Brian, I definitely know Brian very well. All right, I love everything about this card. Let's talk about this card for a second, okay? So it's a black and a blue and 1 for a 2/2, which is not crazy, but her name is Rona, Disciple of Gix. I love everything about the whole Gix storyline in Dominaria. Look at the art on this card. Holy moly, look at the art. Look at her. Presumably her, I'm not 100% sure, but look at her. Beautiful, fucking beautiful. The coloring, the fact that the art is very black and blue, and then the card is black and blue, and it just looks so good. The shadowing, the lighting, everything about it. I love her hair. I love her armor. I love the background. I love her staff. I love the artifact that she's presumably stealing. Wow. Okay. When Rona, Disciple of Gix, enters the battlefield, you may exile target historic card from your graveyard, which is why I presume she's a rogue. She's a human artificer. Maybe she's not stealing. Maybe she's just creating it. But she exiles things out of graveyards, and then you can cast non-land cards exiled with this. And you can also spend 4 to exile the top card of your library and play that. I fucking love. This is incredible design. I love that card. Right down to the art, right down. Oh, there's our first foil rare. Helm of the Host. Forecast cost legendary artifact equipment. Probably not worth anything, but at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a token that's a copy of a equipped creature, except the token is not legendary if the equipped creature is legendary. That token gains haste. Now, here's the thing. 4 to play, 5 to equip. That's tough to do. That's tough to do. But once it's equipped, if you can protect that creature, hopefully with something that gives it hexproof, like one of those boots or something like that, swift boots or something like that. If you have a way to protect it and it's legendary and you're making copies of it, with a copy of a commander do commander damage? Does anybody know? I'm going to check chat to find that out. Do we get a regular rare? Yeah, we get a regular rare. Forebear's Blade. This is an equipment heavy pack. Forebear's Blade, 3 casting cost, +3/+0 vigilance and trample. But, and it's 3 to equip, so 3 to play, 3 to equip. That's expensive. But, whenever a equipped creature dies, attach this to target creature you control. Love it. Love it. Okay, I'm checking chat to see what you guys said about commander damage. It won't do commander damage? Okay, that's a shame. Here's our other 2 uncommons. Here's a nice seal away. So that's worth $1 or $2. Looks like a heavy blade. Hell yeah. Don't think it'll do commander's damage? Okay. Attach it to Gideon Walker while his creature busted. Yeah, that'd be pretty nuts. Helm of the Host foil is $15. Nice. Nice. Okay. Token, another sapperling with 100 penises. Island. There's Grun the Lonely King once again. Very solid uncommon. This guy could have easily been a rare in some sets, and he's an uncommon here. Nice power level. This card is a cool throwback. Okay, so there's a card called Dac and Black Blade. He was a three-colored legend from Legends, if I remember correctly. He had power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. Well, this is his sword, so I guess it's reforged. Legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. That's insane. Now, its equip is 7, so that's asking a lot. But if the creature that's equipping to it is legendary, it's only 3. So 2 to play, 3 to equip, and presumably if you played this on a say like a 1-drop legend, it's getting +3/+3. Insane. This is a really interesting card. I like the flavor. I like the design. I like the multiple equip costs. I like the fact that legendary creatures can pick it up easier. I like everything about it. This is the kind of design I play Magic for. Good job, Wizards. Love it. Then our uncommons this time. Our 2 uncommons. Juggernaut, and Fight with Fire. Interesting to see Juggernaut.
Gotta get paid to get laid, y'all.
Quantum computing ensures the thumb rockets up the anus with sufficient packaging power beyond reasonable fluff factor in the bending flex cord module ass cheeks.
I agree. Or do I? That's a beautiful little mountain. Here is Beneath the Capuchin Paragon. White and 2 for a 2/2. So, but has first strike, vigilance, and lifelink, and she's a knight. Really wish she'd cost 2.
Welcome to the sub
She'd be
club.
insane if she cost 2, wouldn't she? Auras and equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. She'll probably show up in some equipment-based commander decks. Don't think she'll have a home anywhere else. But look at that sword, because that sword is made of stained glass. The sword is made of stained fucking glass. The art on this set is insane. Oh, there's a foil. Foil Sapperling Migration. 2 mana for 2 1/1s, and you can kick it for 4 and get 4 dudes instead. So you can pay 6 to get 4. And pay 2 to get 2, 6 to get 4. I wish it was 2 to kick and get 2 extra. This guy's weird. First time I've opened this guy. They don't make cards like this anymore. I guess they do because they just made this one. But 2-headed giant. Now, we've had several 2-headed giants, I guess, right? Like the 2-headed giant of 4 eyes. And then there's a format named after 2-headed giants. But anyway, red, and 2 for a 4/4. So kind of pushed, but not too pushed. Creature giant warrior. I'm really surprised they didn't make a legendary that did this, but whatever. Whenever this attacks, flip 2 coins. If both coins come up heads, it gains double strike. If both heads come up tails, it gets menace, which means it needs to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. So if they're getting along today, they'll pick an ability and do it. If they're not getting along, they'll do nothing. And weird. It just gives you a reason to flip coins in standard. Weird. He's not pushed enough, I think, for standard, but. And then 2 uncommons, Knight of Malice, Elfhelm Druid. Elfhelm Druid's interesting. 2 casting cost 0/2. Wish it had been a green casting cost, 1G for 0/1 or something like that. But tap to add 1 green and tap to add 2 green to play kick spells only. Good for limited. Not good much anywhere else. But yeah, 2-headed giant. Glad they just named the card that. That's kind of nice. They got that off the bucket list. Planes. Here we go. Whisper, Blood Liturgist. Liturgist? Anyway, legendary creature, human cleric. 2/2 for 4. Wish it had been 3. Tap to sacrifice 2 creatures. Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. So at 3 mana, I think she would have seen standard play. At 4 mana, I'll be surprised if she does. Or again, if she'd been at least like a 2/4, just a little more durable. But I get the power, the ability is really, really powerful. But there's a lot of forecasting off spells that just return a guy. But this is repeatable. So I guess that's why, since it's repeatable. You can turn tokens into big dudes. But, I wish he was a little more pushed. Oh, there's a foil, Memorial to Folly. Boy, that's a beautiful foil. Is that Gerard? Or who is the statue of? Who are these statues of? I don't know who they are. I wish there was flavor text that told me that. A rare, Woodland Cemetery. So this cycle of lands got reprinted, which is fine. They've always been cheap, so it'll be cheap to buy in a standard with these in standard. Woodland Cemetery enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a swamp or forest. It's only the odd pairing, I think, not the even pairing. Or I mean the allied pair. It's the odd pairing. And then 2 uncommons. Yep. Board the Weatherlight and Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. Board the Weatherlight's interesting. It's 2 mana, instant speed. Look at the top 5 cards of your library and choose a historic spell, which means either an artifact, a saga, or a legend. Legendary creature. I think it has to be a legendary creature. Let's see. But the rest of them, artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. So anything legendary. It can be a legendary land, legendary artifact, legendary anything. Okay, that's good. That's a little better. Here is 4 cast to cost 2/4 vigilance. Creatures can't attack you or a planeswalker you control unless their controllers pay 1 for each of those creatures. I mean, there's 3 cast to cost enchantments to do this in white, so a 4 cast to cost 2/4 that does it is okay. And also, the enchantment makes them pay 2. This only makes them pay 1. The enchantment doesn't protect planeswalkers, I don't think. This does, so that's different. He might see some play in Commander just as a don't attack me kind of thing. You can build a don't attack me deck in Standard and Commander, and I would maybe build that. I'd probably put him in it. Ooh, okay. Here we go. We finally get to talk about Sagas. So if you played Magic in your life, you've never seen a card like this because they've never made cards like this before. So this is a 3 casting cost enchantment - saga. And here's how these work. As the saga enters, and after your draw step, you can add a lore counter. And then after the third thing goes off, you sacrifice it. So when you play this, it'll be on chapter 1. You'll get a 2/2 night creature with vigilance. On chapter 2, after you untap and draw, you'll get a second 2/2 night creature with vigilance. And then on turn 3, you'll sacrifice this, but knights you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. Holy shit. Aggro all day. Now, again, there's plenty of Anthem effects, so +2/+1 is kind of interesting. Kind of feels like an Army of Allah effect, too, in that regards. So I like everything about this card. And most Anthem effects don't create tokens before they do it. So creating 2/2s across 2 turns for 3 mana is good. Pumping them as well is also good. This is such a good saga. This is going to define Standard for a year, I think. This is going to define Standard. It's so good. I will play with that card in Standard. I love that card. I think it's amazing. Sage of Latinam and Knight of Grace. Hey, look, Knight of Grace is a knight. So it'll get pumped by your History of Benalia. I will say, one of the things that bothers me about History of Benalia is Benalia, I don't remember them being about knights. And in fact, you look like most of the Benalia cards are soldiers. So I don't know why it's only knights that get pumped. I wish it was creatures you controlled got pumped. Or I kind of wish that made soldiers, but I guess they made knights so they had to make less tokens. But I don't remember Benalia being about knights. But I mean, maybe White Knight was from Benalia. But then where was Black Knight from? I don't know. Meh. But that's the token you create right there. Baird again. He's my Baird. Woo! Foil. Foil garbage rare. Or foil garbage card for limited. But 2 mana for +2/+2 and gain indestructible till end of turn. Meh. Rare is 2-headed giant once again. I hate getting duplicates out of the same box, especially when you guys are watching. It's so boring. And duplicate uncommons. Interesting though, Sage of Latinam got reprinted. This guy was from Antiquities. Now, why is it interesting that he got reprinted? 2 casting cost 1/2 is okay. Sack an artifact, draw a card. This is interesting because you can sack treasure tokens to draw a card. Now, that's really slow and clunky, but you might do that in some weird limited environment, an arena. I could see that guy getting used in arena to sack treasure tokens from Ixalan. Oh, interesting, though. Here is... Woo! There we go. There's our mythic. Third mythic out of the box. This one's nuts. Now, Baneslayer Angel is functionally better in some regards, but she's better in others. So she's not... I don't know. It's difficult. First off, can we take a moment to appreciate that art? Can we take a moment to appreciate that incredible art? Javelin made out of stained glass, armor made out of stained glass, shield made out of stained glass, and she herself has those giant, beautiful wings. I wish the wings were made out of stained glass. That would have been incredible, too. But she shows up. Lyra Dawnbringer shows up on the field. You know she's there, boy. That's incredible. This card is insane. Just that, I think it's like $20 as well. So 5 mana for a 5/5 with flying, first strike, and lifelink. That's insane. That's Baneslayer. But Baneslayer had protection from demons and dragons. She has other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. And she's a legendary creature as well. Now, I don't think there's a lot of good angels in Standard. So her second ability, their final ability is kind of worthless, I think. You are not alone, you never were. Even the flavor text on this card's a home run. This is such a home run. And this is going to be a chase card for the set, I think. Anybody who collects angels is going to be all over this card. And anybody, this is cubable. It just does so much work. It just does so much work. Functionally, because she's legendary, she has a drawback. Because legendary is a drawback, but it's also kind of a boon right now, too. So, I don't know. Interesting. A lot of people are like, well, Baneslayer Angel is just directly better. But is she? And then 3 uncommons. Song of Freyalise, Orcish Vandal, Memorial to Folly. Oh, God, I want to see what Chad had to say about her, though. I collect angels, and I want that already. I know you do. There's angels, the Sanctions Angel of Innovation, which are good in God Pharaoh's gift decks. Yep. I pulled one over today, but I want another one. Yep, I want 4. I need 4 over. That's my second copy. Whew. That's a nice hit. What is she worth? Does anybody know? Song of Freyalise is great. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, here we go. There's a rare. I pulled 2 copies of this in my sealed pool. And in one turn, I on turn 7, against one guy, I played Thorn Elemental on turn 7. He was still at 20. And then on turn 8, I played this guy and put him to 10, then swang in with Thorn Elemental, which he blocked, but Thorn Elemental can just ignore blockers and deal damage to the player. So I knocked him to 3 in one turn. Then on the next turn, I played a second copy of this guy because I had 2 in my sealed pool, sacrificing the first one to help pay for the second one, and then set myself back from 2 to 10. So my opponent was not having a good night when I did that. He's like, how is your deck fair? I'm like, it's not. But yeah, he comes into play, sets your opponent to half their life, half their starting life. So you can also set yourself back up to 10 if you're below 10. Or, 30, 15, I guess, in Commander. Yeah, he's really interesting. I like everything about that card. Skizix, Juggernaut, Spore Swarm. Yeah, I mean, he's like a 70-cent rare, but he's powerful. Being able to sack dudes to play him cheaper is interesting. I wish it did a little more, but it does plenty.
Welcome to the Sub Club.
For its environment. Royal B15, welcome to the Sub Club. Glad to have you. Here's an uncommon. 5 Cascals, 3/3 Death Touch, Lifelink, and other legendary creatures you control get +2/+2.
Gotta get paid to get
automatically
laid,
gives
y'all.
your commander +2/+2.
Consent coefficient, numerical feedback indicating victory status. All hail the New World Order.
All hail the new vampire.
Are you guys hacking me and this is like secret? Are you guys secretly hacking me? Anyway, that guy pumps your commander. Woo! Talk about another hit. There you go. There you go. There's a mythic worth hitting. $25, $35 right now, I think. This is Mox Amber. They don't print a lot of Moxes, and when they do, they're either busted or not powerful enough. So okay, so let's talk about this. 0 mana to play, and you can tap to add 1 mana of any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers you control. So you have to have a legendary creature or planeswalker in play for this to do anything, but if you do, he does plenty. So you can play a 3-drop. You can play a 3-drop planeswalker, for example. You could play Izamaru, the 1/1 hound, or the 2/2 hound for 1. Then play this and play another 1-drop in Modern. That's interesting. There is no. I don't think there's any 1-drop legendaries in Standard right now. Zergo Bellstriker comes to mind as a possible, option for this. So there's ways to get it to do stuff on turn 1. And be busted. So I'm looking forward to see if it turns out to be busted or if it just turns out to be meh. I think it might turn out to be meh. And then 2 uncommons and a rare. Oh, there's a good. So this uncommon may as well be a rare. Let's talk about it for a second. Let's talk about this one for a second. This is Dampening Sphere. It's 2 mana artifact. If a land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it produces only colorless instead of any other type and amount. And a player casts costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player casts this turn. So this is playable in Modern. This is playable in Legacy. It might even be playable in Standard. It's probably playable in Commander. And this could have easily been a rare. And if it was a rare, it'd be a $10, $20, $30 card. They printed it uncommon, and it's still like a $6, $7 uncommon, I think, right now. It was just generous of them to print this at uncommon. I think that's cool that they chose to print this at uncommon. Doesn't really do anything in the set at limited, so it's really weird that they didn't print it rare to make it a chase rare. But they didn't. Thank you, Wizards. Thank you for doing this. Shuts down Urzatron. Shuts down a bunch of lands in Legacy. It shuts down so much. It just does. That goes in the rare pile. It's practically a rare. People will trade for it like a rare. Again, man, I wish I could see chat tonight easier. I hit that foil on my pre-release. Oh, already started on eBay for $31.50. Yep. That's definitely a good foil to hit, man. Holy moly. All right. Here is a mediocre uncommon. This is Wrath, Compassion, Ship's Mage. 4 Cascals, 3/3 Flash Flying. But you can play historic spells as though they had Flash. So at the end of your turn, Flash this in, untap. You got a bunch of counter spells in your hand. You can protect stuff. And then you can play stuff at the end of their turn. Okay. That's fine. Gilded Lotus got reprinted. This is good art for Gilded Lotus. I think the Gilded Lotus and Time Spiral had very different art, though. But this one looks gilded. Looks golden. So, it does what it's supposed to do. Nothing exciting there. Merfolk Trickster again and Dauntless Bodyguard. Dauntless Bodyguard, very good. 1 white for a 2/1 human knight. So, that's important. As it enters the battlefield, choose another creature you control, and you can sacrifice this, and the chosen creature gains indestructible until end of turn. So you can use it early as turn 1, like it's just a 2/1, just to do stuff, and then later you can use it to protect your big dude from a board wipe or from something that would destroy it, or from damage even. So, interesting. Like it. I like it a lot. Almost done with this box. Then we can play some God of War. There she is, Evra, Halicon Witness. So this is an avatar. Kind of gives me that personal incarnation feel. 6 cost 4/4 life link. But here's where she gets weird. Exchange your life total with Evra, Halicon's Witness's power. So let's imagine you're at, say, 10. Because you probably will be close to 10 around turn 6. And you drop this. So now you have a 4/4. You untap. And you spend a bunch of mana, 4 mana, to make her a 10/4. And you go to 4. But then she hits for 10 with lifelink. So you gain 10 life. Now you're at 14. And she's a 10/4 forever. And you're at 14. Then you do it again. And then this time you gain 14 life. So now you're at 22 or whatever. And then you give her 22 again. If you have ways to protect her, like Dauntless Bodyguard comes to mind. If you have ways to protect her, she gets nuts quick. Put Dac and Black Blade on it like I did my limited pool on MTGO, and she just destroy everything all day. She's insane. There's our 3 uncommons: Sage of Lathnam, Triumph of Gerard, and Linkering Phantom. So, nothing crazy there. Triumph of Gerard is interesting. 2 more packs. I would love to pull... Is there a Chandra in this set? I think there's a Chandra in the set. I would love to pull Teferi. We've already pulled so many good mythics, though. It doesn't really matter what we pull at this point. Here we go. T'Chava, once again, the Bethnic Druid. Bethnic. There's the Clifftop Retreat. This is the best Clifftop Retreat art. Look at that. Is that Sarah? Is that supposed to be Sarah? The sunlight falls pristine on the temple of Epityr, softened by the remembered shadows of angelic savior's wings. I don't know which angel that's supposed to be, but it looks like Sarah to me. So maybe it is Sarah. And then 3 uncommons: Bolus's Clutches, Guardians of Kalos, Memorial of War. Last pack, here we go. I feel like we got our money's worth out of this box, so it doesn't really matter what we open. But it would be cool if it was cool. Come on, big money. For those of you who like Magic unboxings, I'm not going to do them all tonight. I'm going to do them slowly throughout the week. This week. There's a mountain. By the way, for those of you who watch me religiously on stream, keep in mind I won't be streaming next week. I'm going to be out of town all week. There's Slimefoot, the Stowaway, black, green, and 1 for a 2/3.
Hey, Boogie. You're awesome.
Oh,
I have
you,
lost
John.
130 pounds after my bariatric surgery.
Good job.
We had it closed together. I'm glad you are doing well. Love you.
That's incredible, man. You've lost as much weight as I have. That's incredible, Johnny. I'm so proud of you. That's amazing, brother. Keep it up and keep it off. I'm proud of you, man. But this guy's nuts. 3 cast costs 2/3. When a sapling you control dies, drain your opponent for 1. You lose. They lose 1. You gain 1. 4 mana, create a sapling. This guy's great for limited. I love him in limited. He's so good. Probably not good enough for anywhere else, but. Oh, and here is. So this card has an interesting story behind it. There's a card in Alpha, Beta, Unlimited called Lich. It's like 4 black to play or something stupid, hard to cast. And it says almost everything that this card says. It says you can't lose the game. Whenever you gain life, you draw cards. Whenever you lose life, you exile permanents. This is a better version of it for 3 more mana or 2 more mana. I forget how much the difference is. It says hexproof, so your opponent can't target it. That's important. You can't lose the game. That's important. Whenever you gain life, draw that many cards. Whenever you lose life, for each 1 life you lost, exile a permanent you control or a card from your hand and graveyard. Hello. You see where we're going there? The other one wouldn't let you do stuff out of your graveyard. This lets you get rid of stuff out of your graveyard. Holy shit. And when Lich's Mastery leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. So imagine you're playing with a 60-card deck. You're playing with a 100-card deck in Commander. You got 80-some cards in your graveyard. You're pretty damn much a Lich. And then that art is also incredible. Another home run. Richard Garfield designed this, by the way. He wanted to fix his old Lich card, which he didn't feel was powerful enough. Please let Richard Garfield design more stuff. Please, Mark. Please. Please let Richard Garfield design more. Please. And I know they said in Mark's article, Mark said, hey, if Richard wants to design stuff, all he has to do is ask. Mark, I love you. I know Mark Rosewater's not watching. Mark, I love you. And Mark, you are magic. You are magic to me, okay? Richard Garfield designed the game, but you have nursed it. You've been its parent. You've been its... If Garfield's the dad, you're the mom. You nurtured it. You protected it. You kept it safe and clean and healthy. You brought it into 2018. I'm so proud of the work you've done, Mark, okay? That said, Richard Garfield shouldn't have to ask for shit. Richard Garfield should not have to ask to be on a set. You should ask Richard Garfield every day of every week, Richard, can you please come back and be a complete fucking genius? Richard, could you please come back and help me design one of the best sets that'll ever get printed? Everything Garfield has touched has been pure gold, and this set is no exception. So why are we living in a world where Richard Garfield has to ask to do anything? Why are we not living in a world where Wizard of the Coast spends every day, every waking moment, begging him to come and design another knockout set with knockdown cards? I'm going to stream the 29th. On the 29th? I think, yeah, I will be streaming. I will not be streaming. Let's look at the dates. Yeah, I will not be available Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Basically, I won't be available in May for the first week of May, first 5 days of May. So, this set is to the Fortnite of Magic the Gathering fucking Onion Boys. What? What? Holy moly. So let's see here. Are we going to play some God of War now? Yes, we are. And then we got more Magic later in the week if you guys want it. So, let's see. What am I doing, man? Let's see. By the way, 1,700 people watching. So glad to have you guys in here. So I might be available on the 29th. You guys excited for Infinity War, by the way? You guys ready for God of War? I'm about 3 hours into God of War. I did not play any. Let me see you guys live in chat if you guys are awake and excited for a couple hours of God of War here. I'm going to crank out at least an hour of God of War. Is your body ready?